Kollywood and Tamil film audiences are quite tired this year. Many of the big stars film have gotten into the culture of big marketing, big front loading, all kind of gimmicks to attract people. Uh, some of them paid influencers, some of them made big announcements on audio launches, and everything fell flat. This is remarkably reverse of what happened in the 80s and 90s, where marketing tools were very little. Nobody went to airlines and posted actor posters were put on the planes side of the planes. Hot air balloons with actor posters, movie posters, social media influencers given hotel stays and electronically immediate poster, and positive talk spread far and wide. So marketing has indeed grown by leaps and bounds with technology compared to the 18th 90s. But the quality that was there, those people had very limited tools and they created beautiful products. Although albeit many were copied from Hollywood and Hindi film and all these things, which is also happening now. But it's just that at least when they copied in those days, they will put blood, sweat, and tears to make it much better than whatever they were copying. So at least we had that going for us, right? So budgets were tight, marketing was poor, but quality was good. Take an example, films like Kamal Hassan's Aburu Sagodarargal. Even although there was the Rajini Kamal rivalry, then the fans would still go and watch and sort of respect grudgingly the skill with which each of them did their own thing, right? And Rajini Khan's superb films like Marutukale, Arvind Arbuduvarai, Padayappa, Muthu, you name it. Okay. So, with the rise of Vijay and Ajit, slowly the deterioration began. They started focusing more on Tamil Nadu itself. They started focusing more on slow motion moves and heroism, and salaries for heroes took up the bulk of a project and not the filmmaking itself. So this, because the heroes design things over the years in that way, so that the fans go crazy just seeing the face of the hero. So it doesn't matter the whole movie is taken in just one set or one location. Nobody bothered about making the sets rich and making the very high quality camera, and all these kind of things were secondary, right? So all these negative cultures and nepotism on top of that built up, and so it was very how to say very unsurprising actually that things are where they are now, in a situation where smaller industries are racing far ahead, making a mockery of Hollywood. Sandalwood, which is very small, made national level hit of KGF, and Kantara. Again, for them, pride and quality in making is important. Salary and ego is secondary. Teamwork is important. Betrayal and cutting off each other is secondary. Malayalam cinema with very innovative storytelling, which is copied by other industries, and Telugu industry, which was a big industry, but used to be seen as a more, how to say, extreme, colorful commercial type of film, also showed that they can make quality stories that is loved by those from kindergarten to those who are retiring, with films like Bahubali by what do you call it, S.S. Rajamouli. Such dedication, such sincerity. If Rajamouli takes 3 years, that is blood, sweat, and tears, their dedication to the max. If Lokesh takes 3 years, and he was even mentioning how Rajamouli taking up so much of the actor's time, but are we seeing the quality? How much are they really working hard on the script? How much are they chilling in the hotel and living the celebrity lifestyle? We don't know. Even Shankar Raja is in Dubai, right? All a lot of them are nepotism products. Some of them came in the industry, but if it took Shankar and Maniratnam say 20 years to give very bad films, with Lokesh by the fourth, fifth film already having criticism, right? So is this concerning? Of course, it's concerning. But what's even more worrying is this culture of front loading is only seeming to be getting worse. The only lesson that seems to have somehow gotten through is that they realize that audiences are ripping them apart for all this excessive marketing. Kamal Hassan got it in the face twice. The first with Indian. Okay, to his credit, he did slightly let out a small sentence saying that Part 3 is more interested in part 2, so that summarizes what he felt about that film. They tore it into two to make more money, dragged it to bigger. Editors supposed to shorten, not prolong scenes, but that's what happened, and still it screwed up, right? So they just lost the plot, right? The carefulness of and crafting was not there. Maybe the irony of especially foreign production companies who didn't know the industry well, just throwing money, it was what was the disease that caused all this to happen in the past 10 years. But now the foreign production companies are no more, OTTs are getting strict, money is getting less. So as they say, adversity breeds character, right? And complacency breeds comfort, and comfort kills character, right? So maybe this difficult time will be a wake-up call for Hollywood to arise from the slumber and take its place among, if not the best in India, at least in the South. Okay, so now coming back to Kamal-Rajini project. So I'm telling you all this because to give you the background of what's fomenting this process. And again, interestingly enough, Kamal lets another slip. If you watch Kamal's announcement in the film awards that just happened, I think today earlier, he mentions that both Rajini and he himself always wanted to produce each other or act with each other, but what they were saying was that when we can make good money our own self, why bother, right? So he himself uttered that word. Things are going well, let's leave it like that. So what Kamal is implying is that now things are not going well. Films are crashing like anything, and to sustain themselves, they are trying to play another trick. If you want to be very critical about it, play another trick on the audience. They're trying to bring out another card, using nostalgia, using fans' weakness, using the expected excitement of seeing both of them on screen to make another quick buck. But I don't think audience will be very forgiving this time. I think they will be very critical. They will not jump into theaters. You won't get the 4 days pre-booking of Coolie and all that. I think to a certain extent, they will really scrutinize very carefully. If the initial reports are good, then only they might decide to give it a chance, or else it's going to collapse like anything, and Kamal and Rajini will have to go back to the drawing board, and maybe it's like back in the 1980s again. They got to work hard from the ground up. Okay, our audience can only give them so much leeway, right? So I hope all 3 of them are sort of down, right? Lokesh Kanagaraj is down. Past 2-3 films have been not good at all. The writing is only getting worse and worse for Lokesh Kanagaraj, and the ego is getting bigger and bigger. On the other side, Rajini after Jailer is somewhat giving lots of mid to low tier films. Veteran, Lal Salam, and Coolie is not horrible, but for the money, budget, star cast, for the time given, it's definitely very average. And Kamal Hassan, we don't need to say, he gave 2 of the shocking I would say, because for example Maniratnam, Shankar and Kamal are supposed to be masters of the craft. Even if they give 50% of the normal effort, the film should be something. But how could they make such a poor film? So for this Kamal-Rajini project, although people would have been excited if this was announced in, say, the late 90s, maybe like Shankar directing, for example, and all, the crowd would have gone literally crazy. Movie could have done for 1 year. Now that they're very old, 70, at the end of their careers, trying to light one small fire to try to get audience excited, after it looks like, it's like a hangover kind of situation. Vijay is already gone into politics, Ajit is into racing. So I think it depends. If Lokesh is the director, I think this is going to prove to be a big turning point, not only for him but for the whole of Hollywood. So what do you guys think? Will they be making a turning point, or it's just